Finally, the time that we have been waiting for. It is time to order your Ford Bronco. Let's do this. What is going on, social media family? My name is Jorge Lopez and I am your sales consultant here in Tomball Ford in Tomball, Texas. I hope you guys are doing well and having a fantastic day. Well, it is that time. Finally, we are able to order the upcoming brand spanking new Ford Bronco. You guys have been super patient and I'm excited that we finally get the chance to put this build together for you guys. So in this video, we are talking about what the process is. I'm gonna be sharing with you some good information about allocation, delivery times, stuff like that. So let's go back to the office and let's discuss this and get this started for you guys. Hey guys, welcome to my office, my humble office. And I just want to take a few moments to go over a few things. The number one thing that I want to go over with you guys is the timeline, and I've got some cheat sheet and some information here because I don't want to miss anything. Like I said, I'm super pumped. I'm super excited to help you guys out. I've got some people that I'm helping with this reservation, and this video is primarily for you, my clients, my customers. But I know that there's a lot of dealerships out there that actually follow me and use my information to help them out. And there's a lot of people out there that you guys don't have that communication with your sales consultant at your dealership, wherever you are at in the US. So you're more than welcome to comment in the comments below. I try to respond to every single one of them as quickly as I can possibly do so. But the number one thing that I want to go over with you guys would be the timeline. Today is January the 15th of 2021. And the first movement happened actually today from Ford. If you have a reservation from Ford for this Bronco, you did receive an email from Ford kind of welcoming you and telling you that we are getting ready to get this order started. The next thing that's gonna happen is gonna be January 19. So January 19 is when the order banks are gonna finally open, and we will be able to start with the process of ordering and getting this Bronco in for you. Then we've got March 19 is the last date to convert your order. That's gonna be the last day, March 19. I would not encourage you to wait until then. Push the order through as soon as possible so that you have it done, you've got it already waiting on you. But in April of 2021, that's when the retail order scheduling begins. So this is when Ford is gonna tally all of these orders, and they're gonna say, okay, we've got so many orders, and we are going to be building this many, and Ford is going to be starting to schedule those orders that have been already submitted to Ford. In May of 2021, Ford is going to be sending you out reservees, your delivery estimated time of arrival. So May of 2021, expect communication from Ford. And in June of 2021, that is when the first Broncos are going to be hitting dealerships nationwide. That's going to be a big deal. I cannot wait. The first Broncos hit our dealerships. In December of 2021, the 2022 model Broncos are going to start production. So that's kind of like the timeline that we've got going on. Let me share with you what the process is, at least what I'm sending my clients, which you can actually use as well. So first of all, your dealership, or in this case, if you have a reservation with me, I'm gonna need your build. So you're gonna be going to Ford.com, go to build and price, and go ahead and print your summary order form from Ford. You're gonna send that over to your dealership. In this case, if you're sending it to me, I'm gonna be receiving it. And from that point, I'm gonna be taking your information and putting it into a Ford system called Webdo. Webdo is basically where all of the orders are held. Webdo is a system that Ford uses to see how many Broncos we've got in that system. So once I receive your information, I'm gonna be putting it into Webdo. I'm gonna be sending it over to you via email so that you can see it one last time and make sure that everything that you want on this is on that form. If I'm sending it to you, you're gonna be able to electronically sign it and send it back to me. As soon as I send it back to me, then I can see that you've reviewed it, you've okayed everything, and then at that time, I push the order through. So that's what's gonna happen, and that's what we're gonna be needing. And then I'm gonna send you an email to congratulate you and to let you know that we've got your Bronco order already done and submitting. Done and submitted. Now, there's gonna be some folks that are not going to order for 2021. So pay attention. If you want one of these options, you are not going to be submitting an order this time around. You're gonna have to wait until the order banks open for 2022. So manual transmission with Sasquatch, we already know that's gonna happen, but that is gonna be a 2022 Bronco. Matching body, colored, painted, modular hardtop. So if you want the top to match the color of the Bronco, you're gonna have to wait for 2022. The white top, that's also a 2022. The roof rack with the Sasquatch package, that is also a 2022. That combination is not available for 21. And a slide out tailgate, which is gonna be factory installed. If you want that factory installed, that's a 2022. However, if you want your Bronco now and you want that slide out tailgate, you can go to your Ford dealership and that part will be available for you to have. Now keep in mind, if you're ordering a 21 and if you order any of the following ones, that's gonna be a later availability. And Ford is telling me that deliveries are gonna happen starting late summer. Nationwide, that's gonna be deliveries for the black painted hardtop. Okay, instead of the molded and colored gray top. If you want the black one, that's late availability. If you want the dual tops, if you want the soft and the hard top, that's also a late availability. And lastly, if you are lucky enough to get a first edition Bronco, if you want the all black interior, that is a late availability as well. So if you can be without any of these constraints, that you should be getting your Bronco sooner than later. Okay, another question that I've been getting from a lot of people is, when are you getting your Ford Bronco? That question right now, in January of 2021, it is impossible to answer. There's so many factors involved in this, and I'm gonna go over a couple of them. The number one factor is in national production. I mean, Ford received 3 times as many reservations than they were anticipating. They cannot fulfill all of these reservations. Now, granted, not every single reservation is going to convert into an order. Hopefully that would be the case. That would be awesome, but it is not going to happen realistically. So also commodity constraints. So if you are going to be ordering any of the things that I just mentioned as far as late availability and for 2022, that's obviously also going to affect when you're going to be getting your Bronco. Also, your reservation timestamp. If you are one of the early ones to reserve your Bronco, you're going to be getting yours sooner. If you reserve later, I hate to put a month into this, but because I really don't know, but just be prepared that yours could be a 2022. At this point, we don't know. We're gonna have to wait until May for Ford to tell us if yours is gonna be a 2021 or if it's gonna be a 2022. Either way, you're guaranteed to get your Bronco sooner or later or anything in between. So don't panic, you're gonna get your Bronco, and I promise you, you're gonna love this rig. It's phenomenal. And then dealer allocation. That is another big deal as to when are you going to be getting your Ford Bronco. And a lot of people don't know what an allocation is. An allocation is a commitment that Ford has made to a specific dealership and promised a specific number of units or vehicles that dealership is going to be getting on a monthly basis. So for example, let's use a Ford Raptor. We were very big on Ford Raptor, so our allocation, the amount of Raptors that we received, was a pretty large number. And that was dictated by the amount of F-150 sales that we have. For Ford Bronco, the allocation is going to be dictated by a couple of things. Number one, the amount of reservations that we have versus the conversion rate. So if we've got all of our reservations that convert to an order, we're going to get more allocation. Also, the amount of sales that we have versus the national sales number, that also grants us more allocation. Lastly, if we are in a competitive market, for example, Ford is competing against the 4Runner and Ford is competing against a Wrangler, obviously. So if your dealership is in a competitive market, that dealership is granted more allocation. Luckily for us, we're not one of these huge dealerships, and you guys probably know who I'm talking about nationwide, that is getting a lot of reservations, and unfortunately, those might not get fulfilled in a timely manner because they have so many reservations, but not enough allocation. We are also pumped because we've got a Toyota store down the street and a Dodge Jeep Wrangler store down this end of the street. So we are on a very nice competitive market, and we're always number 3 in our Houston region area as far as sales. So I think we have positioned ourselves to have really good allocation, and I feel confident that we're going to be converting a lot of our reservees to an order, so that's going to get us more allocation as well. So hopefully that answers the question as far as allocation, which is the number one reason I think why folks are going to be delayed on getting their Bronco or getting them sooner than later. Now, I want to talk about order guides. There is an order guide available, and I'm talking to my clients specifically, which I'm about to send you guys an email with this order guide. This is packed of information. It has all of the standard features that all of these models have in detail. It also gives you what each model has as an option to it. Tells you in clear daylight, what you can have, what you cannot have. It is super informative, super clear to understand. So my clients, I'm gonna send that your way. And then another question that I had is how to get a new Bronco for 2022. Let me switch over to this page because I've got it here. And in this scenario, I'm just gonna read it here directly. In this scenario, the customer has to be going to Ford.com to place a reservation, convert that reservation to an order. This ensures that the customer's order has an associated reservation timestamp that can be used in the production scheduling process. We do not, according to Ford, recommend placing a simple retail order without a reservation, as that order will not have a reservation timestamp. So Ford is going to prioritize reservations over a simple retail walk-in order that I would have coming in from the door. So if you are interested in getting a Bronco, do not go to your dealership and order it. Make sure that you reserve it. And if you want to work with me, I'd love to help you guys out. If you are tuning into my videos and you want somebody that knows his stuff and keeps the communication open, I would love to help you out. We can still accept reservation switchovers. So if you're not happy with your dealership, if you're not happy with the communication that you've had with your dealership, message me. My website is on the screen right now, and I would be happy to immediately call you back and message you the information that you can use to easily switch over to us. Make sure that you like this video, subscribe if you haven't done so already, share the video, and man, I'm excited. I am pumped. I've got a Bronco reserved. I've got a Mach-E, I've got an F-150. I do not know which one we're gonna be getting for this channel, but I'm super excited for this movement. I'm excited for you because you guys have been patiently waiting for this Bronco, and finally, the time is here so that we can order this Bronco. Hey, I will let you be. Thank you so much for watching. Have a blessed day, and on to the next video.